Greetings and welcome to Zord's Planetary Space Program, episode 27. We pick up right where we left off last time, and we immediately run into trouble. It's the undocking bug, again. But, fortunately, this time it's very easy to work around. We can just separate the entire craft, and then we separate the service tank, which is its independent vehicle, and then we just redock the service tank. Easy peasy. So, this lander is not going to land, it's going to transfer the crew over to the Eve Ascent vehicle. This is the big thing. We are going to do the single most difficult task you can do in Kerbal Space Program this episode. We're going to land and hopefully ascend from Eve's surface. So, if you remember, we had two different vehicles because they were so humongously huge. They were kept at different locations to reduce lag, and we're going from the station to the ascension vehicle. And well, my orbit matching here wasn't perfect, so this takes quite a while and it requires several correction burns. But we're just gonna skip past that and go straight to the rendezvous. And here we are. So, somewhere around here, I realized that I don't remember how to drive this thing. So we're gonna have to figure that out before we go. Yeah, then we also need a kerbal, and we need to decide which of the three is going to have the honors. So here's the vehicle, and yeah, I remember I used a lot of action groups, and did I consider using the pusher to deorbit this one? There's a lot. I have a lot of questions. So who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? Is it gonna be Dean, the mission commander? Is it gonna be someone else? No, it's gonna be Dean because yeah, it needs to be someone, and might as well be him. So he's gonna pilot this huge pile of fuel, and yeah, we're going to use the pusher to push it on a orbit that's going to bring it to the surface, and then the pusher is going to push itself up into a stable orbit. First we need to wait so that the landing site is on the day side, and it was just on the evening when we did the rendezvous. So I don't remember how high our periapsis should be, but we just take something that feels alright, and we try. I have quick saved here, so if it goes to Eve, we should be able to just try it again. This is the hardest thing you can do, and I have no shame in admitting quick saving all the time. So yeah, even with 4 nuclear engines, this has not a lot of acceleration. Yeah, just hope we don't break anything. Yeah, and the crew, or the lander, which is not a lander anymore, and the pusher and the lander, the Eve lander, are all going to end up in different places in roughly the same orbit, but that's okay. We can figure that out later. So 35 kilometers, is that good? Maybe. We'll see. So we undock the pusher, and the pusher is going to push itself up into a stable orbit. Just anything stable, because we need to focus on this vehicle. This is the star of the show, and we are running quite low in electricity here, and it's night. Maybe we, yeah, maybe it works out. So 35 kilometers, and yeah, we should transfer electricity to the command module, because everything above the command module is going to detach eventually. That's just docking ports, RCS systems, a reaction wheel, as you can see when I'm turning it, torquing around the whole thing. And we don't need that for the landing. Now it's day, but the solar panels are covered. We don't have any solar panels on the bottom of this thing. We have generally as little of everything as possible. That action group activates the engines, And did find out what the rest of the action groups do by going into the craft file and searching for action groups, and I was able to figure out what everything did. That stack separator is hanging around a bit too close for my taste. I hope it doesn't destroy anything. I know, there goes that part. Luckily it missed, and yeah, it looks like everything is getting clear. Apparently this thing is falling slower than the rest of them. This is strange because it should be heavier. And oh, here comes the flames. This is gonna be one heck of a re-entry. Yeah, we're already building up, and we're out of electricity. We need to fix that. Fortunately, we have a kerbal and aerodynamics, so we should be able to. Yeah, yes, we are getting electricity. Good, good. We'll dodge that one. Wow, there's a lot of fire. Even the struts are burning. How are you supposed to do this if you have deadly re-entry on? Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. There goes the drogues, obviously, as Scott Manley pointed out, made of asbestos. And legs, yeah, might as well. Now our only objective is to not die as we land. And to do that, we need to slow down. So there's the first couple of regular parachutes. They are going to indicate when we reach 500 meters and start our deceleration in earnest. And then when they have deployed fully, the rest of the parachutes are going to deploy in stages. This is to reduce deceleration, or rather to have the deceleration happen over a longer period of time, reducing the stress and enabling us to not rip our spacecraft apart when we land. This was also one of the things that took a long time during testing to figure this out. Okay, so the drogues have opened, and it looks like we're landing on a very low spot, which is very bad. Anyone who has done this will tell you that you want to land as high as possible. There's our shadow. Soon that's the chutes, and all of the rest of the chutes. Just look at those parachute lines. This is ridiculous. Anyway, we are descending at about 5 meters per second, which is, well, at the upper limit of what you can land on, really, but it's hard to stick more parachutes onto this craft and still have it be stable. So let's just watch this at real time. We detach the drogues because they are on stacks, and then we hopefully don't break off any engines and immediately time warp. This means that the drogues who are in the air gets deleted, so we don't have to worry about them. And yeah, it's not cheating because it's in the game, so that counts. Now we need to plant a flag. So we open all the ladders, get Dean out, climb all the way down to the surface. He's quite high up, and you need to plant the flag uphill so we don't, roll over it or something. So Eve landing site, yeah. And Dean was here and came back. Now you just need to go and fulfill that promise. First, postcard, lovely. And then you need to climb all the way back up there. There's nothing else to do here. Let's just get off this place. It's hot and corrosive and everything. So we don't need the ladders. So watch this. Bam! Detach them all. Whew, okay, engines on, and let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Stable. Let's oh no. Up. We need to go straight up, please. Not sideways. Okay, oh, this is very unstable. Okay, so we have used most of the fuel in the external tanks. Get ready to drop and drop. Thank you. Now we are doing sort of a reverse staging here, dropping the lowest tank first. You can do this with fuel lines. It's very tricky to get the thrust to weight ratio right. So we ditch the wings and we ditch the tanks, and now we are a stage with a low thrust to weight ratio, but this tank drains rather slowly due to a low number of engines. Drop, please, thank you. Now our vehicle is significantly smaller and we are not very high up. This is always nerve-wracking. So we are halfway through these tanks with air spikes, and oh, very unstable at this point. Takes my full concentration not to tip over. And we are out, drop, and this part, yeah, we have very little vehicle left, and we are not even starting our gravity turn yet. Ooh, are we gonna make it? This is always so super nervous. Yeah, we should be able to start gravity turning now. We are at about 20 kilometers, I think. And we are using up the fuel rather fast, which is good because it makes our thrust to weight ratio good and enables us to accelerate. So get ready to stage, final stage. 10 units of fuel left, 1 kilometer per second, and stage. Yes! Drops the radial tanks, solar panels, the engine, and a reaction wheel, revealing a small engine underneath. And we have 190 fuel tank left. And we are very much not in orbit yet. Phew, are we gonna make it? We have periapse height. Now we just need velocity, sideways velocity, and we have used half our fuel and we are not at all in orbit. And the periapse is creeping closer. We have a poor thrust to weight ratio. Actually, the thrust to weight ratio has become a lot better since we stage, using up all the fuel. The downside is we almost have no fuel left. Okay, we are accelerating, but oh my god, there's almost no fuel left. Come on. Yeah. Oh, are we gonna make it? It's so close. It's gonna be so close. Just raise the periapse. Come on. Yes, orbit. Come on. Above the atmosphere. Oh. Yes. Ah, yes. 100,000 meters, and oh my god, look at the fuel. 0.34 units of fuel left. Oh my god, we made it. We are in orbit. We have ascended from Eve's surface. Whew. Oh my god. Dean. Forever a hero of Kerbalkon. Ooh, yeah. Oh, how do you recover from this? Well, we're going to go get him, of course. We're going to rendezvous with the crafts. We're gonna get all the crew together, and we're gonna go to Gilly. Nice change of pace. All this and possibly more next time. I hope to see you then. Bye!